Well, good day.
Good day.
Guess my age.
59. 59?
62.
What the hell? No, but be real.
Are we
No,
even
really.
close?
I actually, what are you? I'm 57. I think you're 50. You've always been a year younger, right?
Yeah.
Or are you still, or did you pass me?
No.
It looks like you, I think you passed me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, God, this backfired so much. Welcome to SmartLess.
SmartLess.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Where are you going? I'm just finishing up a text here and sending. Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Good.
Yeah. Now I'm back with
so
you.
glad you could come today.
And JB, we're having a little bit of an earlier start today. So I'm imagining your morning, because I know you bake in 2 hours. Baseball season is on. So you're active on the trade front. You're managing your various leagues.
Yeah, well, I've fast forwarded through the final 6 innings of last night's game.
Right. Sorry.
You tape the games?
Every night.
Every one of them. I watch every.
And he
single
watches
Dodger
them at
game.
like 5 a.m.
Why don't you watch them live?
Well, I don't. I just don't get them done before I go to sleep. And so I finish them up the next morning. It helps me get out of bed. I've got the rest of the game to watch. That's a reason to wake up in the morning.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you fast forward in between each play?
Yeah. I wait until at least one runner's on base. Preferably, I like to get somebody to get to second base before I go to.
I watch Wheel of Fortune the same way. Not even kidding. I'll fast forward through the picking of the letters until they get the puzzle
Holy
kind of
crap.
halfway done.
until it's something that you can figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
Sean, and does anybody ever
Sure.
guess one so early that you just it
Yeah,
surprises you so much that you have a mistake with the canned cheese? Like, does it go all over your hand at that point? Like,
Or do you ever
Yeah.
point it to your temple, like as if you're trying to kill yourself, and you just squeeze it all over the side of your face?
like what is it called? Cheese whiz?
Yeah,
Cheese
that's
whiz.
it.
Cheese whiz.
Yeah.
So JB, so I know JB does a bake-in, so he bakes in the time. So bake-in is Dodger game speed through, right?
And then as soon as it's over, and not before, I then go to my scores, my points, how many points I've accrued on my fantasy baseball league.
Coffee is accompanying all of this.
Coffee's very first.
Very first.
'Cause
Very
I
first.
need to light the fuse.
Sure.
And it's a long fuse, so it needs time to burn down into
For the bomb.
dynamite.
For the bomb.
For the bomb. You need to light the fuse with coffee. I know that's why I don't drink coffee, is because I don't want to be dependent on it.
Well, it's not that bad to depend on, Like
Yeah.
you got a half-hour tick-tock until the dynamite gets hit, and then off you go. Because
Right.
if you don't have a fuse mechanism, you could find yourself leaving for your day, and then you're out in the middle of the
No, we
community,
know.
and
In the community. And you don't want the community.
you smell something burning, and you got to get to a bunker,
For sure, I understand.
So
and that's unfortunate. All right, so we're back to baseball. I check my scores.
Check your scores.
and then I start doing my loop around the internet, and it's a pretty highbrow loop. Will, I'm
Okay.
not
Is
dicking
it
around with
so it's news?
gossip sites. Yeah, I'm seeing what's going on in the dumpster fire.
Actually, it's funny you say that. So this morning I had that same thing where I woke up and I did my games with my little crew, coffee obviously accompanying it, and then
Oh, right. So yeah. So you're bacon.
I'm still in that old.
Yeah. So he's still doing Wordle, Quirtle, and Octortle.
Yeah.
So that takes you. And the gum is as good as it sounds. Sorry, just checking real quick. So you're what? How long does it take you usually to do those 3 things? 20 minutes.
It depends, because the way we play it is the winner from the day before picks the starter word that you have to use for all 3 boards the next
really
day.
Mixed it up.
Yeah.
So wait, what happens? Yesterday's winner picks the starter word.
The starter word that you have to use on all 3 boards the next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the?
So today's word was sadly.
Yeah, they always get you with an LY.
And certain people like will pick dicky words to fuck you over, and it fucks themselves over too.
Sure. And a dicky word would be something that doesn't really provide a lot of vowels or a lot of consonants.
On Easter, our pal put in bunny.
Sure.
Okay, from the night before, and it was
festive.
It's festive, but BUNNY is a desert when it comes to that game. So it really messed us up. So today, so I do that, get that wrapped up. And then
how'd you do today? You feel good about your score?
No, I did. I made a really.
Here we go, Sean. This is why I don't play anymore.
Here was interesting. The word from yesterday was sadly, and this morning it was a word on our turtle. So we all had a 1.
Oh, really?
Which is rare, yeah. And then I was like, oh, I'm killing it. And I made one error on the third word in our turtle.
Okay?
Good, Sean. Get him. What was your error, you fucking moron?
I don't even want to go into it. I actually, this is what a loser I am. I audibly went, no! Because the letter was already not supposed to be there, and I did it. I had like a brain.
Incredible.
Anyway. But what I was going to get to is then I turned on the news. I looked at some of the news online, did a little search around, same sort of thing. And it was such a bummer. And I thought to myself, and it's not the first time, I thought, why am I starting myself out in a rut?
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to rally to die at this point. I'm so low.
Right.
Because the news is, as we know, so much of it is so depressing and and I thought, by the time I stopped looking at New York Times, Bloomberg, Washington Post, all these, I thought, what's the point?
Right.
Like it's all.
So then, what's the alternative? Is maybe tweaking your algorithm such
or
that,
just not looking like.
Yeah, but what if you go to Instagram and you've managed to get the algorithm pointed towards unicorns and rainbows and stuff, and you get uplifting messages and all that stuff.
Sure, I think that's positive for sure. But I think that actually what I came to today was I talked to Shawnee earlier after I got off the thing, and I talked to him. We talked about stuff, and that was good as a palate cleanser. And then I was like, you know what? I think from now on I should play my game, put my 3 games, put the phone down, and go outside. Like 2 days ago, because I still had jet lag, I started my little walk that you've done with me before. I started at 6:15.
This is with the ankle weights, wrist weights, leg warmers, and the weighted vest.
Weighted vest.
And high elbows, right? As you're going up the hills.
Weighted vest. Weighted vest with a visor and spiky hair.
And you do one of the sort of a face shield, one of those droopy masks to keep the sun off your skin.
No, I've got pharmacy like Florida sunglasses you can put over your glasses, full around. Okay, I got Walkman headphones.
Any sort of reflective material on your back so you don't get run over?
No. Full sleeves.
Lots of waves.
Wait a minute.
Passing cars.
Speaking of walking,
But to wrap it up, I think that's the way because I feel like I was starting.
But you tried meditation. Have you ever tried meditation?
I have. I'd like to do.
Just
I'd like
shutting
to do it
the
more.
fuck up. Did you ever try that?
How about that? Huh? Let's get to the guests. Thank you, Sean. What do you got for us today?
Wait, really quick. I ran. Speaking of walking,
Did I go
last night,
on too much?
No,
you didn't.
Last night I was walking and I ran into. You know what a bollard is? One of those cement stoppers at the end of a street or a sidewalk.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh God, I ran.
You walked into it?
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about something that's about nard height, right?
Yes, exactly. It's just a little higher than a fire hydrant, and it was painted black.
Okay.
Why do they have them on the corner of a sidewalk?
So that people don't drive up.
It sounds like you're Upper East Side. It sounds. I know those black.
No, it's
Upper West.
after I ate at the Waverly Inn restaurant.
Oh, it's out there. Yeah. So did you catch it right in the nards?
No, right above the knee, and I couldn't. Oh man,
that got hurt. Did you call Graydon Carter for a reservation?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you didn't.
No.
Did Scotty throw you over his shoulder and walk you home?
Basically, it was right in front. It was right in front of a taxi, and we were saying goodbye. And I was like, I ran right into the thing with my full leg. And I was just like,
did we run?
Great time. No, I just walked right into it.
Yeah.
No. All right, let's get to it. Ready?
What's your step count a day? I'm guessing 400. Sorry.
My guest today accidentally taught his 2-year-old son to say, "I'm a coward," which made me laugh when I read that. He went to Georgetown and majored in history. His father's job included tracking the hidden fortunes of dictators. After bombing at his first college comedy competition, the guy that won invited him to audition for a sketch show, and that changed the course of his life. He's voiced about 80 animated characters, for real, and the kid he met on the first day of first grade became his best friend and creative partner, helping turn their own humiliating stories about puberty into one of Netflix's longest-running scripted originals. It's the insanely funny and super talented Nick Kroll.
Oh, Nick!
Nicholas Kroll.
Get out here.
Hey, boys.
Good
Nicholas.
Oh, he's
morning.
gonna take it down.
I have not spoken yet today, and I'm listening to my voice, and that was like the first thing I've said all day.
Wouldn't it be
boys.
amazing if we all? Wouldn't it be amazing if we all had a word limit each day? Like if every person
For you, it would be, yeah.
Hey, but could you imagine if you had to budget out your words for the day? That would be
That'd
pretty
be-
interesting.
That would be
Imagine,
cool.
huh? Man,
Welcome,
boy,
Nick.
you come up with some fun ideas.
Nick, you are East Coast because you've already got a smart looking jacket on.
I'm on the West Coast. I was debating on taking the jacket off before, but I'm dealing with what you guys are seeing is this center stage video where I'm going to be constantly moving.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Camera's going to be
Oh, look at
following
that.
Oh,
me.
you can turn
Good.
that off.
You can turn it off if you want.
I know I can. I can't figure out how.
But
But
wait,
I'm gonna
why do you look?
figure
You
it out.
look so damn good already this
You
morning.
got a
Did you
chore
have a callback?
jacket on? That's
Yeah.
a
Did you have a
chore
callback
jacket.
earlier?
I got, it's a Lipton cup of soup. It's the 3 p.m. slump.
And did you crush it?
I felt good. I felt really good in the room.
Any feedback yet?
Yeah, supposedly they wanted better looking and older, though.
Oh,
So,
you are in the running in
yes.
case they can't find it.
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys are honestly
candidates.
We're the demo. We're that.
Telsey's calling, guys.
Nick Kroll,
Yeah, it's
what's
so
up,
great to
man?
be
It's
here.
been a long time. How are you?
I'm great. It's really good to see you guys.
Likewise.
It's been a
Good to
minute.
see you.
Nick, the first time I met you was, I think, was at Ted Sarandos' a couple years ago at the Grammy dinner thing,
Yes.
right?
What were you two doing at a Grammy?
At the
dinner?
Grammy, yeah.
It was like a for the comedy category. of
And
the
we were
Grammys.
doing a duet. It was a Bette Midler and Barry Manilow thing, and they had us play for a few
Who played
minutes.
Bat?
Right. No, but you were so kind, and I immediately felt this like rhythm with you, and I was like, I would love to get to know you
careful,
more.
Nick.
So-
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's his
No,
opening
it was-
line. Often.
it was-
Fucking,
was
this
great.
is unbelievable. Every time I felt
gotta
a
find a
connection
new
with
one,
you.
Johnny.
Let me
Yeah.
put your number in the chat. Fucking, are you joking?
Come on the pod. You should come on the pod
podcast.
sometime.
Let's go
Comedy
for
rhythm.
lunch and wrap up how we think we did. I'm close by.
What's your story later? Because you should come on the pod. The boys let me make the choices on this all the
we make
time.
the choices. God, you're so smart and funny and handsome and
Let's go on a run. You want to go for a run?
On a
wait,
run.
let's go on a run.
That is
Wait.
hilarious.
So that was the first time that you guys had met?
I actually met you many, many, many years earlier. There was
Oh,
a
Lord.
guy who used to do like treasure hunts around LA. Like we
Yes,
have to do.
J.P. Manu.
Yes.
Are you talking about the LARF?
I
was
don't
it
know if
LARF?
that's what it was.
No,
if
it was before Amazing Race.
I remember that
and
thing.
it was
Yes.
just like the Amazing Race. And this guy organized just a bunch of people to go do this around Los Angeles. It was really fun.
Yeah, so you were there, and I was just sort of starting, and you were one of the most famous people in the world.
In that group of five.
So I saw you, and I said, one day, they're going to make podcasts,
No.
and I'm going to hit on him at Ted Sarandos' party.
Wait a second. You're skipping over that you predicted podcasts.
Yeah.
Why? That's just.
No, but we had to get to Madame Tussauds to find...
Right. That's true. That's true.
Why have those gone? Oh, wait. So
JB, do you remember in the 90s, these guys had a game going
Yeah,
for a
it was
while. All
called
these
LARF,
actors-
and they were both out of Stanford.
Well, there was
And
one. There was another one where we went around and everybody you had a squirt gun, and it was like a game of tag
I
around
did that
LA.
as a kid. I did that as a
And
kid.
My daughter does that as senior.
No, but all
senior assassin.
these actors, when we were in our 20s in the 90s in LA, I remember being out here for pilot season, mid-90s, and somebody's saying, do you want to get in this thing? And people would be like at an audition at Warner Brothers, and some dude would come out of nowhere and spray him and like, you're
it.
And I was like, can you imagine walking onto a lot now with a water gun?
Well, so at Franny's school, so it's Senior Assassin. If you get hit with a water gun, you're out. And the only way that you can sort of protect yourself, inoculate yourself from getting some sort of a surprise hit, is wearing swim goggles out in public all day, every day, or swim floaties. So you see like these students are all around town, like markets and shopping centers.
That's really funny.
It's pretty cool. But the scavenger hunts things, these high-end scavenger hunts, I'm pissed that they've gone away. We should resurrect that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Celebrity scavenger hunt.
Let's do it, guys. You guys have a lot of free time. Do you want to start getting into
Let's do
organizing local city scavenger hunts?
I'm going to organize it for
Nick Kroll.
Right.
Let's get into it. You first of all, thanks for being here. And I did mean that. I just felt like a comedy connection with you. You were very funny right off the bat, and I felt like I'd known you. But anyway.
Well, he's a nice guy, and he's funny.
He's a very nice
What's
guy.
not to get a rhythm with?
So wait, is that true? 80 voices. 80? 80.
I think so. That's what I think so.
And is it like if I threw out names, could you don't want to do that?
I probably could. I mean, I'm a monkey. I'll give you what you need. Let's get
Wait,
those numbers,
okay,
folks.
I'm gonna do a fat look. Ready, Gunter from Sing and Sing 2.
Oh yeah, this is Gunter from Sing. It's Major Piggy Power.
Okay,
Nothing makes me laugh quicker than a German accent.
It's
okay. What about Douche from Sausage Party?
Douche was oh, come at me, bro. It was that sort of that guy.
But wait, do Douche from Sausage Party.
Okay, so wait.
So Douche from Sausage Party, we did, that's the Rogan movie, and I did the whole thing as like a sort of a British villain, like the classic Disney British, like Jafar kind of voice, and then, or like Scar from Lion King, and it just wasn't working, and we did one last record where they rewrote it as that character who's kind of this character did Bobby Bottle Service, who's kind of,
I remember Bobby Bottle Service. Wait, Nick, you did your series on Netflix,
Big Mouth?
Big Mouth.
Yeah.
And so we got to clear the air on this. Do you know what I'm getting? You know what I'm getting at?
Of course.
What?
So we've never talked about it. So for years, people have commented to me, hit me in the thing, talked to me in real life. I've been in line at the store. Do you do the voice of? There's a character on your show that people thought was me.
His name is Maury, the hormone monster.
Is that what it is?
Everybody thinks it's Arnett.
Yeah.
It's
I can't tell you how many people have.
And that's you, Nick?
It's me, and it's
Nick doing Arnett.
No, this is okay. So here's the backstory here. Let's clear the air on this.
Let's clear it finally.
Finally. We did the show Big Mouth. It's about kids going through puberty. And my friend Andrew Goldberg, who Sean mentioned, I met in first grade. We created the show together. He had been at Family Guy for years. We've been friends forever. And he and Mark and Jen, our other partners, came to me with an idea about an animated show about kids, about me and Andrew at 13 going through puberty.
Yeah.
And immediately it was like, great, I really see this show. So we started working on it, and Andrew started talking about, he's like, and like, I think my guy, who he was a really early developer, he just hit puberty at like 5 and had a full beard by 8,
Yeah.
And he was sort of like, I think my character was like, something encourages him to jerk off. Like he's got like a hormone monster. And I immediately was like,
Touch yourself, Andrew.
And it was like, that was the voice. Because I'd been doing this guy Nash Ricky. I had a sketch show called Kroll Show, and Nash Ricky was sort of like a hair metal guy who was also like had OCD and
Wait, was Pete Giles part of that?
Yes, Pete Giles was part of that. Yes.
Yeah.
We had a song called L.A. Deli, and it was just about all the delis in L.A. like California girls, because all those guys like hung out at fucking Cantors and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did this voice, Nash Ricky. So then we go to do Big Mouth. We develop it. We make it. It comes out. I've known Will forever. Will is on the air with BoJack at this like so.
Same time, yeah.
The same time, BoJack is like the premier fucking animated show. It never crossed my mind that anyone would be like, "Is that Arnett?" And then we start the show and it works, and everybody's like,
Can't believe you got Arnett.
"You sound like Arnett."
Nick, I'm honestly, I can't tell you how many people over the years I'm like, no, it's not. I think it's. I didn't know if it was you, but I was like,
so funny.
I think it's Kroll. It's just. Yeah.
Is that show still going?
No, we did 8 seasons.
Wow, that's remarkable.
Yeah, that's
and
incredible.
we'll have done. We did more of those than basically any other scripted Netflix show. I think besides Ozark. How many of you guys done now? 140? Are you guys at 140?
It felt like 140. No, it was 4.5 maybe seasons.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we did it, and we're about to put out a new show called Mating Season. It's the same team who
That
made
looks
Big
so
Mouth.
great.
What's a premiere on that, Sean? What's a premiere date?
Oh
host?
God, wait, I have to look it up.
I jumped
Shoot.
it. I jumped it. I got
You have to
fucking.
scroll
I'll
all the way
tighten
down to the
this up
bottom.
later. Scrolling.
When is it, Nick?
Guys, I'm so sorry.
Check the chat. Maybe Michael
When is
Grant
it?
sent it to you.
Oh my God, I can tell you. It's.
Fuck.
I don't even
Double
know.
back at the end, Sean.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
And now back to the show.
Kroll, so I know you. So I feel like the first time I saw you was at UCB over 20 years ago. I think the first time we met, you were maybe doing monologues at ASCAT one night.
Yes, I think that would make sense.
Like early 2000s.
Yeah.
And you were so funny. It was one of those, like the first time I saw you, I was like, oh, this dude is fucking hilarious.
Thank
like
you.
right out of the
Yeah,
gate.
so
and then you
always.
just went on to do, what I love is that you went on, and you and Mulaney did so much cool stuff. You did a show on Broadway. You did sketches, you did sketch shows. You've just done, what I love is how many different kinds of things you have done.
Constantly.
You do stand up, you do all of it. And is there, do you now at this point, do you go like, oh, it feels too spread out, I want to concentrate on this? Because I know you just did a stand up special.
Yeah.
I just watched it. It's so good.
Is that kind of
thank
where you
you.
want to go? Or do you feel like you still want to just do millions of different things?
I mean, I like what I'm shooting for is like a B- across the board.
Yeah.
If you can shoot for a B-, you can do so much. You know what I mean? You can really
You never disappoint yourself.
You can really, you don't shoot too high. You stay general and broad, and then nobody can attack you for fully committing to anything.
That's such
Right,
a great
right.
call. Oh, I know that.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's all about longevity.
It's all about just staying right in the middle for as long as possible, and then they can't. Don't get too tall.
Wait. The three of us, JB, you, me, and Kroll, did that animated show with Mitch Hurwitz.
Yes.
Sit Down, Shut Up.
Sit down,
Sit down, shut up. That was that was, it was literally right after Arrested. And that it was us and Forte.
And Forte.
Damn, I want to watch that again. I remember the animation being
What a cast
hilarious.
that had.
Yeah, I'm playing a character I would not currently play, I don't think.
Copy that.
Please explain.
His name was Andrew Legustambos, and it was a Legustambos. He was a bisexual Latin teacher.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I love that you remember his name.
No, but literally, if you started that today, do you think that today's culture would attack as much as it did, let's say, even 6 months to a year ago?
No, I think everything is. I feel like things are kind of settling. I mean, I don't think I would play that character right now, but I do think things are settling a bit. Like all of that stuff. That I think we're finding different levels now to it. You know,
Right.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I wonder why. I mean, the issues haven't gone away, but maybe the tolerance and the exploration of finding humor in things that are more challenging is more around. I don't know.
I think there's a general. I mean, I think there's polarizing views of it, but I think there's a general attempt to be more thoughtful about what we're doing or how we're doing it.
Sure.
And if you're generally more thoughtful, then I think there's a little more room for different versions of people playing different versions of people. I think in that way, you know.
I think also there's
It's interesting.
we have to pay more attention to intent. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
if
right.
the intent is to injure or to sideline or to
Minimize
be
or
hurtful,
ridicule, yeah.
then there's no room for it. And I
Let's save
think
that for our personal friendships, right?
Okay, yeah, of course.
Exactly.
And family.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not leave family out of this.
Wait, so Nick, when you first started out, I mentioned in the intro, you bombed freshman year in comedy competition.
Yeah.
And the guy who won and then gave you the opportunity was Mike Birbiglia, right?
Yes.
No way.
Yes,
Oh, no
exactly.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy. I mean, that's crazy.
Where was
We
this?
did this. It was at Georgetown. We did this thing called the funniest act on campus, and I'd never done comedy before in any real capacity. And there were, just like flyers up.
Yeah.
And I went and did it. I was really nervous about it, and I just I showed up, and my whole bit was that I was going to get on stage and go, I thought I'd be so nervous, but I'm super relaxed, and then I was going to piss my pants. Like that was the bit. But
That's a great bit.
it's a good bit, right?
It's a really good bit.
Except I did not prepare. I was like, I was a freshman.
drink
in
enough
college, so
water?
I was like, had drank and like, I was just like so nervous that I showed up and I was going to bring like a water balloon and a pen and like pop the water. You know what I mean? I had thought, I didn't, but I forgot all of it. So I grabbed like a sandwich bag in the trash and grabbed a pen and just got on stage and just like jammed
over and over.
the pen into this like water bag in my pocket, so it just looked like I was jerking off on stage, basically, which is what I've been doing ever since. But Mike won. Mike had like a solid 5 minutes as like a sophomore, and he won the competition and got to start hosting at the DC Improv, and then he was doing a sketch show later that year and invited me to audition, and I did that audition and then got cast, and we went to like a kid's apartment on campus and read all these sketches. And it was truly the one time in my life I walked out of that thing. I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. This is what I want to do.
Because what were you studying at Georgetown at the time?
I was studying history and minoring in art and Spanish, just kind of like coasting on privilege.
Those didn't goose you?
And waiting for something to hit you to do, or were you going to make a career out of history?
I don't know. I think I truly was coasting. I just was like, I liked history because I think I liked telling stories. But I think I was still scared to like write. And, so English didn't feel entirely safe. And then we started doing, and so I auditioned for that sketch show, and we literally then we did our sketch show. It was like, we rehearsed for 3 months to do one night in Bulldog Alley on campus. And the show was, we bombed, but I met all these guys who I continue to know and work with still, including Birbiglia. And then UCB was just about to come on the air, and they came down to GW and did a show at GW. It was like a big improv festival, and it was the first time I saw those guys, and my mind fully exploded.
Did they do Bucket of Truth? Were they doing
Bucket of Truth? And
What's Bucket of Truth?
It was Little Donnie. Remember Little
yeah.
Donnie's? It was like Besser had the sketch, this little kid with a huge guy.
Yeah.
And but I saw that and then moved to the city that summer, or started going to the city. We did a workshop at UCB, and Will, Owen Burke.
Very
you guys
well.
all know Owen. Owen
Yeah.
was my brother's roommate in college, and Owen had just started at UCB. So I started going to UCB, started going to ASCAT as a fan, as like and could not believe what I was seeing.
I agree. I had the same, first of all, I had the same sensation. I saw them do Bucket of Truth in 1996. They just moved from Chicago.
Can you
the
tell me
month
what Bucket
before.
of Truth is? So
It was a sketch show that they did.
Okay.
And they did it downstairs at the West Bank on 42nd Street, the restaurant. They had that little space down there. And I was like, what? And it was Walsh and Amy and Besser and Ian Roberts. And I was like, what the fuck? Like watching what these guys did. So I loved it. And then they started doing it. They started doing ASCAT at that other place, Solo Arts on 17th Street, before they moved into their theater. And I would go every Sunday. And JB, you remember my old roommate, Duff. I had lived with Duff and I had been roommates years. But you know Duff too, right?
I know Duff, a little bit through Owen and my brother,
And so I said to Owen and Duff, I go, you guys got to. I said, let's go to this thing and see these guys. And Owen came along to.
Oh, wow.
I
So,
brought him to
yeah.
his first UCB show, and
No
he ended up
way.
as artistic director of UCB.
Oh,
Think
wow.
about it. Isn't that wild?
Yeah,
Wild. Huh.
Hohenberg.
Yeah, that is wild.
Funny,
Yeah.
good man, and
The
that was
best.
sort of. So I started coming, and we would go, and I was, I went to Solo Arts once or twice and saw those shows, and then would go to the theater at 22nd Street and like sit on the side, wait and sit on the side and look up, and it was like all these people, who were just popping on Conan and
It's like Glazer and Tina and McKay would be there and all those guys.
it just was like it. And as soon as I saw it, the first did that little sketch show, and then joined the improv group my sophomore year. I was like, done. I'll do back to sort of what you're saying. I was like, I'll do anything. Get me close to this. I'll do anything.
But to speak more about, because I'm always fascinated with people at that age where you need to, or you think you need to, commit to a career, and you have to really think about making rent and feeding yourself, and like you're out from the nest at home, and so you're at this opportunity, an incredible university. You haven't really picked an occupation, an industry, a path. At what point did you feel like, oh, okay, there's enough momentum going in this lane where I need not continue to consider other means of support?
Well, for me, after Silver Spoon, I just wanted to have fun.
Spoon.
You know what I mean? After the spoon.
But
Singular.
this is why I'm so curious about it, because it was like I'd had this momentum since I was a little kid, but
Yeah.
I still at 18 I thought, well, is it going to last?
Right,
Maybe
sure.
I should study something else that's a little bit more reliable.
Well, so going back, so the other thing, my connection to Jason a bit is that you're originally from Rye, right? Or
Yeah,
your family?
yeah,
So I'm from Rye, New York.
Oh,
as
no
well.
way.
Yeah. So, I grew up with plenty of privilege. So I never had like the privilege was that I could sort of be like, what do I want to do? And I went to college and I started, and school was never exactly my thing. I was fine at it.
Right.
But as soon as I started doing improv and comedy and sketch, I was like, I'll do anything. Like I'll print, I'll go anywhere at any hour to get this done. And when I moved to New York, I did have the privilege of knowing that I could fall back. Like if it didn't work, I could go get a job somewhere. Like it was going to be okay.
Yeah.
But it was the thing I feel so lucky about is that I had such a clear. I knew as soon as I started doing it, this is all I wanted to do. And any work. Now the question of whether I was going to make it is the intangible.
Right.
But I think the idea for me was like, well, I'm going to regret the fuck out of this if I don't try.
Right.
You recognize that it was something that really fed your soul, that you were decent at it, you liked the attaboys, and it was sort of self-perpetuating.
Yeah. And it's never waned, at least for me.
Which is interesting because JB, you do have that as well. At the same time, this was your thing since before you can remember doing anything else, really. Since you were a little kid, there was never like, hey, I'm going to try my hand at this. You were in it. You were always in it, right? I mean, I don't mean to say that you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm not saying that you didn't have a choice, but that was in a lot of ways, it was your job. It became your passion.
Yeah, I had realized that I was halfway decent at something before I needed to have something that I was halfway decent at, and so that was a lucky thing.
and I think for you, so on that,
and you were cute as a button. If I
Hey,
could just
Nick, stop it.
God,
let's
were
get our
you
rhythm
cute.
going.
Number in the chat. Number in the chat.
Oh no! Not another rhythm connection.
Hey,
You guys,
I run too.
Enough. But JB, you had that second gear for you. The thing what you found was when directing and seeing you light up at this stage of your life when you talk about directing is the same way. I think that I certainly did, and Nick, the way you describe it, discovering this thing where you go, oh, I love this, I got to do this, I'll print flyers, I'll do whatever it takes.
True.
You kind of have it for directing.
Yeah.
Right? Like 10, 12 years ago or 15 years ago.
Right, and if like anyone out there, if you were lucky enough to get paid a little bit to do something that you would pay somebody else to do, right? Because you love it so much. That's the sort of fuel that can really travel you into success and longevity, and instead of just punching a clock, if it's something that really is passionate.
Nick, just quickly, did you do, because you worked with a lot of great people. We mentioned Mitch Hurwitz and obviously Mulaney. You've had a lot of great partners and collaborators. Another funny dude that we know that we all connect with is John Levenstein, who worked,
Of course.
worked on Kroll Show.
Yeah.
Super funny.
One of the
John.
funniest, most bizarre men in the world.
I know.
Sweetest man, too.
And honestly,
Yeah.
I just have to say it since we just mentioned it. The Kroll Show is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Thank you,
Like,
Sean.
truly, I mean,
So it's so funny. And Levenstein was a big part of that, right?
Yeah, he was the he was the showrunner, and he had come. We hired. I mean, I met him doing this cartoon called Life and Times of Tim.
Oh,
that
yeah.
ended up on HBO. That was like, and Giles. That's how I met Giles.
Also with Pete
Giles.
Giles.
Yeah, that's how I met Giles originally. Which
Sweet
made,
Pete Giles.
And one of the great voices. Talk about art. You think we got some gravel? That motherfucker.
Pete Giles. You can catch him. You can hear him every once. Yeah.
You know, or,
It's the World Series on Fox.
yeah.
It's Pete Giles.
So it is. Yeah, I mean, hey, by the way, Jason, I'm so sorry Zootopia didn't work out. But
Yeah.
we'll get it next time on the VO stuff. They can't all be winners on the VO stuff.
true.
So
I do envy what you guys can do with VO. I still feel like I'm just leaving voicemail messages. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Jason, I forgot to tell you. Last week I was out east and I was out for dinner with my little guy Denny, who's 5, and there's a couple sitting next to us, and they're talking about, and they've got like a 7-year-old girl, and they're talking about Zootopia, and my guy Denny goes, I saw Zootopia too, and they're like, we love Zootopia too, and he goes, and he comes up and he goes, Dad, can I tell him? I go, tell him, and he goes, about Jason. And I go, sure, and he goes, my dad's friend Jason is the voice of Nick. My son is 5. It was so sweet.
How about I'm just excited that he knows my name.
I know.
I
know.
Isn't it?
I love that little
Isn't that
guy.
sweet?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Nick, can I ask about growing up? Because we touched on that a little bit, and I think it's fascinating. And this is when I read this, I laughed out loud that you grew up in Rye, New York, and your parents sent a limo to pick you up from school. Is that every day?
Yeah, no. Every once in a while.
When you're good.
So it wasn't. You know what
That's
I mean?
really,
It wasn't,
that made me laugh out loud when I read that. I'm like, is that true?
Yeah, it was like different strokes, right? Like you just
yeah, exactly. It's true.
Well, what happened to all those limos? You remember we used to see stretch limos
that was the thing.
everywhere. Where did they
I kind of
go?
thought about bringing it back this year when we went to the big award show the other.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, that'd be
and there's
so
all
funny.
I thought,
SUVs
wouldn't it be
now.
funny to pull up to like the Academy Awards in a white stretch limo?
But
Oh
I
my
want to know
God.
where they went. Literally, like I guess scrap metal yards, or do they put
They're
them on a
Waymos now.
container
They're all
ship and
Waymos.
like
They're
send
all-
them to Eastern
Wait,
Europe?
so Nick, I mean,
They're all playing in Europe.
You
Yeah.
talked. They're all playing in Europe. That's a great joke. So you had to. There were occasions where you had to be driven to school. It just
Well,
is
yeah,
what it is.
My dad. It's like the internet. The internet is real. Loves to speculate on my dad, his business, fascinating
Yeah, of
man,
course.
built incredible business.
Do you guys,
Yeah.
Jay, do you know about his dad?
No, please
I
share.
do. Yeah.
I
Kroll
didn't either.
Industries.
And when I read about it, Nick, I understood 10% of it. So can you
Arms
please explain
dealer,
it to
drug
me?
dealer, what is it?
Consultants.
He
Hey, man.
deals drugs. He dealt drugs to arms dealers
Got it. That's lucrative.
because it's two different. It's
Yeah.
you got to find the guy who's going to come in between them. Was that what that Jonah Hill movie was about? Those guys, remember the movie?
Oh
they
yeah,
made
I like
that,
that movie.
With Nick Cage?
War Dogs.
Yeah. Oh, yes, War Dogs. Is that what they were doing?
I want to see that.
It's a good movie.
But so anyway, he built this. He sort of did the larger umbrella would be like risk mitigation. So like it started as like corporate investigations, due diligence, and during the 80s it was like Wall Street takeover, private, all those like hostile takeovers, like doing of all like Ivan Boesky and all those kinds of characters, and then it was dictators like Saddam, like the Kuwaiti government hired him to find Saddam Hussein's money. And Baby Doc Duvalier in Haiti and the Marcoses.
Hello,
and-
baby
yeah.
Doc Duvalier. Now you're
Yeah.
really going into it.
Me and Mulaney were trying to write a movie.
Baby Doc handles Kimmel, handles Fallon,
Yeah.
handles Colbert, right?
Yeah.
James Dixon, Baby Doll.
Yeah,
Baby Doll. That's Baby Doll. That's Baby
Yeah.
Doll, James. Wait a second, Nick. Now that I think, did Duff write a book about your dad's company?
He may have, yes. He
I
may
think
have at
he
some
did.
point, yes.
Yeah.
And so he and then he, you know, he's gone on to to continue to sort of work in various versions of that business. And he and my brother have a company called K2 now, which continues to do different versions of investigations and risk mitigation and security.
And they make
stuff
skis
like that.
too.
And they make great skis. I know everybody out there likes salmon.
Slalom. Hey, but Nick, I do want to say, and I'm glad you talked about it, because you didn't decide what your dad did or how you were born,
Right.
and your dad started a company and he was successful at what he did.
Yeah.
And so I like that you talk about it openly, because what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right? You don't need to
Fucking
apologize.
the internet will find you.
No, I know, but why? You don't need to apologize for where you came from. What are you supposed to do?
Right, exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think,
that's no, but it is. I just got. I mean, I feel like I got real lucky. I got dealt a real good hand.
of course you
good
did,
for
but
you.
as I've said, I've known you 20, 25 years. You work really hard. You create a lot of stuff. You create a lot of stuff on your own. You didn't have family in show business, and you did it all through hard work and talent.
Right.
So,
Thanks, man.
fuck everybody.
Yeah.
But that sounds really fascinating. Like the kinds of
Get them to investigate Bateman,
the
please.
kinds of no.
No, just look into it. Just look into it. But Jason, why do you keep going to Grand Cayman?
Why?
Answer that.
Listen, these people are so
You're doing
kind
the
and-
firm cosplay.
But yeah, the kind of
Great
connections and know-how he's got.
Yeah,
I just
gotta be incredible.
that's like up there with. If I could pick a new career, if I could go back in time, if I was like 17, and I would like to get recruited by the CIA. I would. Like
Oh
to
yeah,
be-
you
I'd-
have CIA vibes written
I'd
all
love
over
to be
you.
a
Yeah.
spy.
Yeah.
I would love to be somebody in my mid 50s, well, I'm in my late 50s now, that is still I would like to be able to hold that secret from, because you're not supposed to be able to tell
From your
wife
family?
or right. I mean, if you're really good,
You want to hold more secrets from your family?
I've got a little more room. I found a little more room on my drive.
Wait,
on my Ram drive.
JB, we just went through your morning routine. You think that you're CIA ready? Are you fucking kidding?
No, that's what you do in the CIA. You watch the end of a Dodger game.
Yeah. No way, this guy's a spy. Look how dumb he is.
They're like, how do we kill that Bateman agent? He's at the golf club.
We'll be right back.
and now back to the show.
Were you going to say, Nick, were you going to say you and Mulaney were working on a script about it, or no? Was that what you were going to say?
We were working on a script. It was the first. We sold a movie called Most Glorious Friend, and it was those like Nigerian Prince email scams.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
They're
premise
fucking
was like
scams?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Willie.
The premise of the movie was like this was this time it was real. And it was going to be Tracy Morgan as the deposed dictator of a country called Lairobia, and his name is Lil Mo, and that was so like a couple college kids respond to the email, and then like Tracy Morgan shows up being like, "Where's my money?"
Mm-hmm.
And we pitched
Can
it
I
out
have
with
that
Tracy.
script?
It was genuinely very. I mean, I was probably structurally. I mean, we had no idea what we were doing. We just sat there reading "Save the Cat" by the chapter, and then trying to write off
Right.
of that.
Save the Cat is a screenwriting book.
That's so fun. That's such a fun Shure and I worked on this thing years ago. Mike Shure, we called The Ambassador, about basically he's too dumb to kill. He's the son of a senator. They make him envoy to the EU to ruin all their trade deals. And then he's like getting chased like Bourne, but he doesn't realize he's being chased. He keeps going, go around.
You both, all three of you guys could be spies. You guys should be like 50s, the worst spies, post Cold War spies.
Right. I like being
Spies
there.
spies like you.
Spies like us.
Yeah, spies like us. But it's just how it's pronounced at the end.
Wait, so this made me laugh too, because Big Mouth is about, like you said, you and your friend, puberty, 13 years old. But I read your sister Vanessa is now a professional puberty educator.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? What does that mean?
So yeah, my sister Vanessa is she became an expert in puberty. She started a thing called Dynamo Girl a number of years ago, and it's like after school program for sports for girls. And then as she was teaching these young girls, like as they got older and started going through puberty, she realized that there was just there was just like a empty spot in that, in sort of the education around that, and like having parents and kids understand what's going on. So, I mean, it's a crazy synergy, but I think it just speaks to a little bit of, I guess, our experience. She's 2 years older than me, of going through that period of life together. It was of interest. Like we had those books. You like What's Happening to Me? Those like groovy 70s books with body drawings of the body, and so we were.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
All of that stuff I think loomed
Judy
large
Blume.
for us, and so it became an interest for both of us. She's like so she's kind of writing about parenting and that kind of stuff. She's got 4 kids.
And then is she the one? Who's the one married to one of the Men in Blazers?
That's my sister Vanessa's married to Roger Bennett from Men in Blazers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know those. I love those guys.
That's cool. And all your siblings, there's 4 of you. Are you all funny people? Like, are you all?
I think so. I don't know how it works in your family, but like, I think it's pretty rare that someone comes out of a family that isn't also, if they're funny, that isn't also funny.
Right.
My brother's really funny, and my sister's. Well, yeah, I think it was in the family. There was a sense of humor.
Did you guys get it from mom or dad?
They're both pretty funny. My dad's funny, and my mom's got a very good sense of humor. Especially having to deal with me tell jokes about moms. Like she, she's like, people tell me, am I upset about the jokes about moms? And I'd say, I'm not. Okay.
They're both fair
enough.
game, huh?
That's so funny.
But no, it's a funny family, I think. But me kind of being like, no, I'm going to go be a comedian.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, huh. There was definitely, it wasn't like, well, of course you're going to,
Jimmy Vallely.
Yes.
Jimmy Valley used to have,
another Vet Levinstein, another arrested guy.
Yeah, another arrested. The great Jimmy Valley, who's one of the all-time, one of the all-time funniest, and has jokes that nobody else can think of that are just so. God, I fucking love Jimmy Valley. Anyway, he used to always say, he'd say like, if you come, we were talking about something, he said, yeah, this guy sort of came from a good family. He goes, he had more to lose. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, in a way, he could have gone he could have been a lawyer, he went to a good school and stuff, and he risked it all to do this. If you come from nothing, you got nothing to lose.
100%. Right. Yeah.
And I go, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I never looked at it that way.
It's so true, yeah.
Well, Nick, you're so multi-talented, and you've done so many different jobs in the structure of things. How do you decide what to do next, and like what would the perfect next 5 years look like? I mean, I don't know how strategic you are. I imagine, and I don't mean that as a pejorative. It takes a certain amount of planning to get things done in this business.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Roommates out April 17th. He's got Mating Season on May 22nd.
Sean found the file.
Finally got it. Sean finally found it. Yeah. Sean finally found the email.
100% with Sam Richardson and Vanessa, and that's another Netflix. I mean, you have tons of stuff coming out. It's so exciting.
By the way, Nick, you need to know that Scotty was just off camera going, I just bumped it up in your email. Okay, so
he just held up dates.
Scotty was like, do you want me to stop warming the cupcake and get you your dates?
Hotmail.com/mail.
Can we?
We actually met it on Hotmail. Anyway, so that's just a little joke, just a small joke. It wasn't Sarandos' party; it was on Hotmail.
It was Hotmail, yeah. M-A-L-E.
And there just felt like a comedy connection there.
Yeah.
So, my strategy is I feel like honestly, you guys all also do a lot and produce a lot. Like I keep a number of balls in the air that are all at different stages of development, and so. I think I like this show. Mating Season is the follow-up to Big Mouth, and it's about animals dating and fucking and falling in love in the woods. So it feels like a natural sort of progression of that. And I've been working with my partners, Mark and Andrew and Jen, on that. It's me, Zach Woods, June Diane Raphael, and Sabrina Jalise. It's like a fun hangout, kind of in the vein of like an animated version of Friends or I can't remember any of those other NBC shows.
Nope, can't
must see TV, but you know
Can't
that
either.
sort of that genre. That sort of
No,
era.
I mean, none really.
Oh,
kind of
Seinfeld.
stuck.
There was Seinfeld.
Yes, Seinfeld. Wings. You're thinking of Wings.
Wings was great. I love Wings. It's a big
Yeah.
influence. And
The single guy. You're thinking of single guy.
Of course, the single guy.
That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, Caroline in the City.
Carol
Oh, wait,
City.
but then there was that show with the gay guys, two guys in a girl in a pizza place.
Two girls.
Oh, no.
Frasier.
Bosom buddies.
That was ABC.
Frasier, right.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I guess that's that was that must see TV stuff.
Yeah.
But
To wrap that up. Yeah.
But you're like in this ideal position of really kind of being your own boss and self perpetuating, and you've got this great sort of troupe of collaborators and colleagues and
For sure.
right. Is it as ideal as it sounds?
It really, honestly, I really feel it right now. It really is. I feel incredibly, it's at a time when the business is tricky and things are going away and there's contraction. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I'm currently getting to make a bunch of different things it feels amazing. Like, and I'm writing right now, we're writing 100% here in LA. And it's me, Mantzoukas, Jason Mantzoukas, Sam Richardson, Vanessa Bayer. And it's in the world of kind of like self-help, influencer, gurus. So we're writing that. We're going to shoot over the summer. And and then I'm producing some other stuff, animated and live action. So it's great. What the strategy you were talking about, Jason? I have two kids. I have a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old.
No
and
way.
so
That's
the stuff that starts to play into like how do I do this, and how do I be also like home and around and involved, so that the opportunities, like it's like how can I set myself up as well as I can for opportunities that I get to have some modicum of control over,
right?
Like where
and be in Los Angeles too, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's what's you guys
right now
know.
they can travel with you, but soon that 5-year-old is going to be stuck in school and you won't be able to pop around.
He doesn't want to be. If it's any consolation, he doesn't want to be in school. So we might.
Does he want to be? Does he want to be homeschooled, or he's just like
He wants to kite surf. He just wants to do. You know what I mean?
That's fun. That's
he wants to fly free.
dope.
He likes to free solo. He saw that free solo doc, and he just wants to go climb.
That's hilarious.
That's very dangerous, Nick, for a child.
I know.
lucrative.
We gotta
It's
let
lucrative.
them, but we gotta let. It's lucrative. You can get that. Jason knows. You gotta get to work. Gotta get these kids to work.
So Nick, so speaking about a kid, you grew up conservative Jewish in a conservative Jewish kosher household, so no dishes for separate dishes for meat and dairy stuff. But I read that you had one junk food day a year growing up when you eat.
Oh yeah.
And then what was the other thing I read about food that you did? That you fall asleep listening to a hypnotherapy tape telling you not to eat snacks?
Yeah. I went to a hypnotherapist
Did it work?
to quit smoking. You guys all went to fucking Carrie Gaynor at some point, right? Did you ever go to Carrie Gaynor to quit smoking?
Nobody can cure me.
I just Iceman it.
Nobody can cure me. She's my enemy. I'm unstoppable. There's nothing that will come between me and my darts.
I would love to see that Western, a little spaghetti Western of you versus a cigarette in a standoff. Both of you.
No, we're on the same team. We're not against each
So
other.
listening to those tapes at night, was this back in the day when we were told that you could learn languages from just listening to the people speak to you when you're
Yeah,
sleeping?
well, I went to Carrie Gaynor and he was like, you'd go to his garage in Santa Monica and there's like a sun-faded picture of Katherine Heigl. And you're like, she was here at some point. And we hope. And so I used him to quit smoking. And then I got this woman from the Deepak Chopra Institute. And it was like this woman, she called me and I talked to her about snacks. And then she, because I just was, it's got to go somewhere, right? It's got to fucking go somewhere.
Right.
So if you can't smoke cigarettes, give me some goddamn, Sour Patch Kids. Give me some fucking chips.
Right?
Give me something.
I'm the same way.
She's just recommending snacks?
No, she would make the snacks. She would be like, she would make the snacks. She's like, what do you find disgusting? And again, using the German, a different
Thank
version.
you.
I can turn that up like 5 different levels, and I got a couple different
Make her more
pitches
aggressive.
to put on it.
Do you find poop videos disgusting?
People ask the question.
You're like, I think I got the wrong number.
So, but she would equate something like maggots are disgusting. So imagine that your jelly bellies are maggots, and they are going to, it's in my stand-up. I do it. I can't remember any jokes anymore. But anyway, so I would listen to it when I'd go to bed, and it worked for a while. But now, God damn it, I want to eat chocolate pretzels all day long.
Yeah, of course.
Well, what if you just cut out the weed? If you cut out the weed, then don't get snacky at night.
Ooh, we cut out the we cut out the we.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gotta be able to relate, my friends.
Last thing that I think is really fascinating that I did not know is Harry Styles helped you plan your proposal to your wife, Lily?
No
Yes.
way. I'm a
That's
big Harry
crazy.
Styles fan.
How did that happen?
We were making that movie, Don't Worry, Darling, and which I think is most famous for the movie. And it was the height of COVID.
Tell you what, that Olivia Wilde knows how to direct a film.
She
really
sure does.
can. She
What a
was
She's
talent.
amazing.
Truly, she directed.
Yeah.
It was. And I played her husband in the movie, and so it was really fun to act with her. Like, I mean, you guys know, it's like sometimes when you act with someone who's directing, it's different levels. And she was great. I mean, anyway.
She's
so
incredible. Yeah.
so it was the height of COVID, and I was proposing to my wife. We were. And Harry sort of like, we were planning it out. We were doing we had just done the table read, and we were all hanging out, and I was sort of figuring it out. And my wife and I just moved into our new house, and so I I had a box, and I was like, can you just move this last box? And she was like, give me a fucking brick. You know what I mean? You're gonna make me move the fucking box, And I was like, I don't know, Harry. So no, she opened the box. There's a bunch of flowers in the ring, but Harry, and then
That's so cool.
he checked in with me to be like, how'd it go? So I told him basically before we spoke to our families to let them know that we were married, because he had been checking in.
That's so cool. That's so cool. What a story. I mean, that's
he's
really, really cool.
Sweet boy. Sweet man.
Yeah.
Nick Kroll, you are a pleasure, a
no
joy.
kidding. I can't believe how quickly this hour went. It's bananas.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a real sprint.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I've loved so many things that you've done.
Here
The
he
top
comes, Nick.
three
Watch out.
are
Watch
no,
out.
the top. Well, I just watched
Numbers in the
Little
chat.
Big Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched
Big
Little Big
Boy.
Boy. So fucking funny. And
How
then
far are you from Larchmont? Is that where you're going?
and then of course. Cavemen.
Of course.
I thought that was
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
funniest shows I'd ever seen, and it was six episodes. I laughed
With
based
Will
on the
and
Geico character.
with Will and Josh.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
my
with
friend
Will and
Smith.
Josh. You guys had
Yeah.
just done Blades of Glory, and
Yes.
I was in
love that
4 hours
show.
of prosthetics. That was my first job. I was in 4 hours of prosthetics every morning to be one of the
It's so
cavemen.
funny.
But I wasn't in the commercials, and everyone hated the show. They loved the commercials.
Right.
Everyone was like,
I love the show.
the critics hated the show, but what I always took solace in was that the public hated it as well. We got canceled. We shot 13. I was in 4 hours every morning. It was the worst. It was my first job, and it was the worst job, and perfect first. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
thank fucking God. There's no way I could have done it later in my life. So it's so funny that you like that show.
I love that show. And then Publicity, of course.
Yeah, the publicity.
You as Liz. Hey, Jay, have you ever seen him play Liz from Publicity? I'm from the
No.
from the Kroll Show. I'm going to send you a bunch of clips. It's crying, laughing.
It's like
out loud.
you've dealt with.
I mean, it's
Yes,
it's like
yes,
as a gay
yes,
guy, it's like I would
yes.
kill to play Liz. I mean, it's fucking great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we want more Nick Kroll.
Yeah, no
in
kidding.
everything and anything.
I'm stoked for your new show.
Say how
you.
much fun you had today as Liz.
Oh my God, you guys, being on this podcast with you, one of the most coveted slots that any publicist could just secure a slot. Spotify top 20, Apple top 20, the history, the camaraderie, the friendship, the absolute money grab that this podcast is for everybody involved.
I
It's
love
an
it.
honor to behold. And to be held by you guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nick. Love you to death.
Thank
I
you,
just think
Nick.
you're
So good to
brilliant.
see you, man.
Brilliant.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
Continued
buddy.
success.
Thanks for doing this.
You
That was
too.
great.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
That's
the
great
funny Nick Kroll. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny. And I love that he showed up to play. And he's so.
Always. He's always ready to play.
Yeah, look, clearly he's got 80,000 things going on.
But how great are these interviews when they feel like 5 minutes and like
I know.
you never get to your questions, just
Right.
because the conversation's so good.
That was so quick.
He's a good fellow, that guy. Do send me some of that stuff.
I
Shani.
will.
and then I'll bet I'll go down like a YouTube hole.
Do send me some of
send it.
those
Do
things.
send those bits.
Right after my toilet. Yeah, he's in full drag as Liz. It's so funny. I mean, the balls the guy has just to do anything.
Kroll show. There were so many amazing sketches on that show.
Amazing sketches. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, I should probably
But
start
he did
there.
he said he did play that one character. At the
Here it
beginning.
is. Yeah, the teacher from Sit Down, Shut Up. Yeah.
Yeah, Lego.
What was the thing you remember about that teacher? Fuck, here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah, the character was bisexual.
Smart. Less. Smart. Less.
SmartLess is 100% organic and artisanally handcrafted by Bennett Barbaco, Michael Grant Terry, and Rob Armjarf.
Smart. Less.